We are disconnected from our soul. And because we're disconnected from our soul, we are not capable of tapping in information that's accessible for everyone. And therefore, we try to find it through other people, through, experts. And many times the answer is inside of ourselves. We just have to be capable of listening to our feelings and training our mind to translate the feelings that come from within. Um, that can only be done in nature. That can only be done in meditation. That can only be done, you know, by getting yourself on lower brain waves so you are capable of making connections in your brain that come from your heart space. And then when you're doing that, you create a vision on reality that's from within, from your soul. Okay, from a higher dimension, from something that's timeless, from something that's you know not from this physical world. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. And this is what most people have forgotten. And because we have forgotten this, we do not care about building bad karma. Because in our mind, there is no side effect from building bad karma. So we keep on going, keep on doing these things because we are not conscious that, oh, this will come back to me. And you can extend this, you can push it forward in this physical world by just fixing things with money or stuff or whatever. But it will come back to you one way or another. And if you are attacking souls, especially higher souls, that have a lot of good karma, you are building massive karma. So let me explain this concept. So all the many humans, not all of them, but many humans, they come from a higher dimension to bring this plane to a higher frequency. But we are tricked by lower beings in building bad karma. And because they are never capable of getting back to source, they try to drag the good souls into their lower dimension. It's like soul harvesting. And it really sounds like science fiction, even saying it, but you will see reality for what it truly is if you're capable of going within. Um, we live in such an illusion. You feel insane when you wake up, but actually everyone around you is so brainwashed that they are not capable of seeing reality for what it is. And it's one big soul harvesting. And this is because our heart is disconnected from our brain, and therefore our brain can be programmed by the illusions of the environment, by the what's normal, what's not normal, what's good, what's bad. And they present a book. Hey, this book is this religion, and you have to follow the book to be a pure soul. And um, there are definitely some truths to certain religions, and I've tried to understand almost all of them without any judgment, just to take out the golden nuggets. Uh, but they will never give you, the true answer. The true answer is from within. It comes from within. And also, rules of society should come from within, and that's not happening. The rules of society are created by mental manipulation, so the people who are in charge have an advantage over the pure souls that try to make this world a better place. But they are not capable of doing it because they are pressured in making money and doing an unfulfilled job that's not making this world a better place. But they have to do it, or else they don't have any money to survive. So then people get in this mental loop in where people just running around in loops in a routine that's not created by themselves, and it's definitely not created by their soul being capable of, completing their soul mission. And it's 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 happening from a young age. We are programming the souls that come into this world, um, to not listen to their feelings. Okay, to not use their imagination. That's bad. Use your imagination. It all has to be logical, and it has to make sense, and everything outside of that is discarded. But we do not take in our calculation that we are capable of receiving information from a higher source, that's capable of perceiving way more than we are capable of perceiving with our human mind. And this is a very big lesson some people have to learn. Okay. Deep on the inside, they feel it, but they are never they have never trained themselves. They were never allowed by society to train themselves to translate these feelings on the inside into, tangible, concepts and words, so they can understand it themselves. And after understanding it yourself, you can, like me, you can explain it to other people. And I'm quite surprised that I'm capable of communicating it so clearly. But I've been in my own frequency for such a long time that I'm like, my mind's clear. My mind is so clear because I'm capable of following my intuition. I'm capable of following my heart. I'm capable of creating a protective bubble around me, that allows me to not be attacked by belief systems that are externally forced upon me. I don't watch the news, okay? I don't go to the things people do that are called fun. I used to do it, but at some point I started to realize it was not fulfilling. You know, traveling, experiencing different cultures, uh, raising my energy and nature to a high frequency, so I can take actions towards my long-term goals. This is way more fulfilling than my ego needs. Trying to gain more stuff to impress people I don't even care about. Um, and this is because I perceive life from a from a frequency, from a vibration that's generated from within. And it's not externally gathered. Yes, I've gathered golden nuggets around me. Yes, I look at people who are successful, and integrate what works for me. But I do not allow myself to absorb the full spectrum of the energy of people. Okay, and this is what many people are not capable of, one, understanding, and secondly, capable of doing. Most people, they just absorb the full spectrum of everyone around them, and then they become the person. And you can never become another person. Okay, you would just absorb the energy and move from that energy. But what we actually want to do is just absorb the energy and then remove again. The removing part, people do not understand. You have to absorb and remove. Remove the stuff that does not work for you. Okay? So remove the belief systems that do not work for you. Remove the values that do not work for you. Okay? And then you can take actions, create routines from an aligned self, from a version of yourself that's capable of listening to his or her intuition again. Because if you are just taking actions from the frequency of the environment, you will always be a slave of other people's belief systems around you. And people do not understand because it's not part of the visible light spectrum. Okay, so our brain is only capable of perceiving a small percentage of reality. But once we are capable of listening to our feelings, our energy body can translate the frequency around us, and it can communicate with our brain what's really happening. But people are not allowed to find themselves. People are not allowed to you know, control their own routine, control their own life, because you know they are controlled with their emotions. So yeah, many people, when I look in their eyes, I feel and see pain. Not pain on a physical level, but pain on a soul level. I can look people in the eye and I know their story. And so many people are in pain. Even the people with a big ego, with a big, massive ego. I see so much pain on the inside because it's just a defense mechanism of what's really happening within. So, yeah, I hope this video helps you out. If you need any help, check the link below. See you in the next video. Have a great day.